except for Angel Reese and potentially Cameron Brink. Paige Beckers, stop.
The WNBA Players Union chooses Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark in social media post.
And who's not there? It's Caitlin Clark. If you guys have not seen this right here, FM cases and the WNBPA.
WNBA Players Union chooses Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark in social media posts. Now, to be fair to Angel Reese, it wasn't just Angel Reese. It was everybody not named Caitlin Clark.
The WNBPA can do whatever they want, I guess. And if this case is with the WNBPA, as far as I'm aware,
Caitlin Clark had played high school every week and college every game and the WNBA every game. And then she misses 5 games.
Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark and Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese have not exactly had fortunate starts to the 2025 season.
Kelsey Plum, stop. Nafisa Collier, cut it out. Nafisa Collier, great player. Best player in the league, arguably. Definitely top 2.
I still can't believe this just happened. The biggest moment of the WNBA season, and Caitlin Clark, the most talked about player in the entire league, is nowhere to be found. Instead, the spotlight has been handed to Angel Reese, AJ Wilson, and a handful of others. And it's not just fans asking questions anymore. This isn't a snub, it feels like sabotage. The WNBA Players Union had a choice, and they made it loud and clear. No Caitlin, no explanation. Just silence.
And who's not there? It's Caitlin Clark. And if you guys have not seen this right here, FM cases and the WNBPA. The WNBPA. So this is 3 days old. I got sent this email today. I actually, in fairness, I did see a tweet, not including the most popular player. This is how much they hate Caitlin.
The biggest star the WNBA has ever seen, completely ignored. While Caitlin Clark continues to break records and shatter viewership ceilings, the WNBA Players Union just made a move that has fans stunned. Instead of embracing the player single-handedly driving the league's success, they've chosen Angel Reese and Aja Wilson to be the faces of official merchandise.
The WNBA Players Union chooses Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark in social media post. It's not just social media post. It's choosing her over Caitlin for something that involves merchandise sales. Are you kidding? What a joke. What a joke. I mean, this is the exact reason why this league, you cannot tell me there is not underlying jealousy and pettiness that was involved in this kind of decision. Again, I hope to God we find out Caitlin Clark is turned down an opportunity. This was beneath her. Something.
In a move that fans are calling nothing short of betrayal, the WNBA Players Union made a bold and baffling decision, choosing Angel Reese and Aja Wilson as the official faces of the league, while completely ignoring Caitlin Clark. No mention, no spotlight, nothing. The same Caitlin Clark who's breaking records, selling out arenas, and carrying the league into the mainstream. So why leave her out? Why turn your back on the player who's doing more for the league than anyone in decades? What just happened isn't just controversial, it might be the clearest sign yet of what's really going on behind the scenes.
Despite early season struggles, Clark and Reese remain 2 of the most popular players in the WNBA. However, it's Clark who holds the edge when it comes to viewership and attendance rating. When you say hold the edge, that makes it seem like it's a small margin. No. It's a severe lead. It is a significant gap between the two when it comes to viewership and attendance. Edge, not the best choice of words in this instant. Yet the Women's National Basketball Players Association, the union for current women's professional basketball players in the WNBA, recently decided against Clark. Shocker. On Thursday, the WNBPA took to social media to announce an official partnership with FM Cases.
So here's what actually went down. A major brand collaboration dropped, backed by the WNBPA, the Players Union itself. And in it, you've got the biggest names front and center: Aja Wilson, Angel Reese, Kelsey Plum, Paige Buchers, Cameron Brink, Sabrina Ionescu. The list reads like a who's who of the WNBA's rising power players. But the most glaring name missing, Caitlin Clark, the most popular player in the entire league, the one who's packing arenas, driving TV ratings, and selling out merchandise. And yet she's nowhere in sight. Not featured, not mentioned, not even acknowledged. The message is subtle, but it hits hard.
You've got a lot of the biggest names in the entire WNBA here. You've got Aja, you've got Kelsey Plum, you've got Paige Beckers, you've got Angel Reese, you've got Fee, you've got Cameron Brink, you've got Sabrina. So you've got a lot of the bigger names, if not the biggest names. The biggest names in the entire WNBA right here. And who's not there? It's Caitlin Clark. And if you guys have not seen this right here, FM Cases and the WNBPA.
We're talking about a player who didn't just return to the court. She brought millions of new eyes with her. Fans who never gave the WNBA a second glance are now glued to the screen. Why? Because Caitlin Clark isn't just playing the game, she's changing it.
There are millions of people that never cared about the WNBA at all that now care because Caitlin Clark is in the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark isn't just a star, she's the reason people are tuning in. She's the league's biggest draw, the top revenue generator, the ratings magnet, and the reason arenas are packed. Every stat, every camera, every headline points to one name, Caitlin Clark. And after returning from injury, she dropped 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists like it was nothing. Fans showed up in droves, viewership numbers soared. But despite all that, despite being the face fans actually want the league, and its own players' union chose to leave her out.
Caitlin Clark's bringing them in droves, and lined up to come in the door. I'm awaiting a record, some kind of a record rating for her return the other day against the Liberty. I'm awaiting for that viewership rating to come in. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark and Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese have not exactly had fortunate starts to the 2025 season. After averaging 19.6 rebounds and 9.3 assists through 4 games, Clark suffered a quad injury on May 24th that left her out of Indiana's next 5 contests. By the way, she came roaring back with 32 points, 8 boards, and 9 assists the other day, but okay. The Women's National Basketball Players Association, the WNBPA, or the WNBPA, the Union for Current Women's Professional Basketball Players in the WNBA, recently decided against Caitlin Clark.
Heat Promotion featured 8 different WNBA stars, encouraging fans to rep your favorite. Among those included were Angel Reese, Aja Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna Stewart, Kelsey Plum, Paige Beckers, Cameron Brink, and Nafisa Collier. But noticeably missing from the lineup, Caitlin Clark, the same Caitlin Clark who has been leading the league in viewership and ticket sales.
The WNBPA took to social media to announce an official partnership with FM Cases, a company that designs unique phone cases. It will be selling 8 different officially licensed cases featuring stars around the WNBA. Quote, rep your favorite WNBA star. While Reese was one of the 8 options advertised in the post, Clark was not. Other stars that received their own case include Dallas Wings guard Paige Beckers, Aja Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, Kelsey Plum, and Cameron Brink. Folks, we need to sit here and be honest.
It all started with a tweet that claimed Caitlin Clark's return pulled in a jaw-dropping 21 million viewers. Sounds insane, right? Well, it was. The tweet blew up, got quoted in articles, and had people thinking this was the most watched WNBA game ever. But here's the twist. The tweet came from a parody account. Not real, not official. And yet it fooled people. Even big media outlets ran with it before realizing what happened. It literally said parody account on the profile still. The internet ran wild. Because when it comes to Caitlin Clark, even fake numbers feel believable.
It literally says in very clear writing, when you go on this account, it says parody account. Parody account. First of all, probably, as much as it is parody account, they shouldn't have the words Indiana Fever in there. They probably shouldn't, and it's very different having Indiana or than being Centel, than NBA Centel. It's clear it says Centel. Like this one does say the Indiana Fever. It does say parody account, but probably, I don't know, change it to Indiana Forever. Just change to Indiana forever, and they might fall. They might still fall for it. But Lynn Dunn, apparently 21 million people. How did you fall for 21 million?
Here's where things start to look shady. This wasn't just some random campaign. This was organized through the WNBPA itself. That means the union likely struck a flat fee deal with the brand, got paid up front, and then handpicked which 8 players would represent the league. And somehow, Caitlin Clark didn't make the cut. Now maybe, just maybe, Caitlin opted out, but if that were the case, wouldn't someone have said so by now? Instead, what we're seeing is a quiet rollout with no mention of the league's biggest draw.
That would be the hope, but because you can see here the WNBPA logo is there. You can see it is there. And this is from days ago. I got a message today, and I saw somebody tweet something out and about a WNBPA. The WNBPA had a product without endorsing Caitlin Clark, something along those lines. And I didn't know what the hell it was all about. I just skipped on, scrolled through, and then I got sent this email and I put 2 and 2 together. So I cannot for the life of me find the tweet.
Names like Angel Reese, Aja Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, and even Paige Buchers, who just entered the league, were all included. But not Caitlin Clark. The same Clark who leads the league in attendance and viewership didn't make the cut. Instead, Angel Reese, whose team is struggling at 2-7 and who just recorded a triple-double on 28% shooting, was chosen as a face of the brand. For many fans, this wasn't just a marketing decision. It felt personal, it felt political.
While Reese was one of the 8 options advertised in the dual post, Caitlin Clark was not. Other stars that received their own case include, get this, we got 2 teams here that's got multiple players on them. Dallas Wings guard Paige Buchers, Las Vegas Aces forward Aja Wilson, good God, of course. New York Liberty stars Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart. Nafisi Collier, well, she deserves it. LA Spark stars Kelsey Plum and Cameron Brent, who's been out with an injury, and Paige Buchers, who's been in the league for 12 seconds. Wow.
Caitlin Clark had been playing nonstop high school, college, every WNBA game. Then she misses just 5, and the ratings, they drop 55% league-wide. That's not a small dip, that's a collapse. It was like Saturday Night Live without a star guest. People didn't tune in for the full show. Maybe they caught a clip later. But the magic, it was missing. And that's when it became crystal clear Caitlin Clark isn't just part of the WNBA. She is the reason people are watching.
Caitlin Clark had played high school every week and college every game and the WNBA every game. And then she misses 5 games. And the ratings plummet 55% league-wide. It's like Saturday Night Live when they don't have a big star on. Maybe I'll catch a clip, not the show. She comes back.
Despite a slow start to the season and even dealing with a quad strain, Caitlin Clark's influence has never wavered. She still dominates in every measurable way: ratings, attendance, merchandise, you name it. When she returned from injury, she didn't just play, she took over. A historic first half, a statement game, and that's not a one-off. Clark's Rookie of the Year campaign led Indiana to its first playoff appearance since 2016. Her Wilson-branded basketballs sold out in under 30 minutes. Her All-Star jerseys gone in less than 20. Every time her name is attached to a product, it flies off shelves. She's not just a player, she's a phenomenon.
While Clark's phone case may not have been featured on the above post, she still beat out Reese in the 2024 Rookie of the Year race, leading the Fever to their first playoffs since 2016. Clark made her return from injury on Saturday, hoping to get her team back to 500, and absolutely had a dominant game. Dominated the game. Historic first half. Legendary shit we all saw. You want to know how brain dead the WNBA Players Association is? You want to know how brain dead they are? They don't understand that if they just put Clark's case up there, people will get Clark's case and somebody else's case. Not every single time, but I guarantee you more cases of others would sell if Clark was actually present than whatever's going to sell now. I guarantee that, and we can't blame FM cases. They got thrown a bag, I'm sure. just to do this. Hey, here's some. You have the rights to these 8 players only. They can't say, well, could we get Caitlin Clark? No, you can't. Take it or leave it. They took it. Can't blame them.
Caitlin Clark, 30, what did she have? 32 in this one and bearing 3-pointers. There was one sequence, it's gone viral. If you haven't seen it by now, get out there and find it. She drained 3 3-pointers in a span of 38 seconds, going absolutely bonkers. You want to talk about range? One of the threes that she buried, Tim, how far was it? 38 feet? They're saying 37 feet, almost 40 feet. Yeah, it was crazy. She was closer to half court than the 3-point line. It was nuts.
Caitlin Clark, scoring 30, what did she have? 32 in this one, and burying 3-pointers. There was one sequence, it's gone viral. If you haven't seen it by now, get out there and find it. She drained 3 3-pointers in a span of 38 seconds. Going absolutely bonkers. You can see the line here, 32 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, beating the defending WNBA champions, undefeated going into this game, by the way. They were 9-0, the New York Liberty.
Whether it was politics, ego, or pure jealousy, one thing's clear. Caitlin Clark was left out on purpose. And the WNBA Players Union didn't just allow it, they let it. So now the question isn't why they did it. When the league's brightest star is pushed to the sidelines, you have to wonder what's really going on behind the scenes. Caitlin Clark is the name filling arenas and driving millions of viewers, yet she's missing from the spotlight the WNBA Players Union just handed to others. Was this jealousy, politics?
What do I think is the most likely thing? In my opinion, I think they just chose not to put Caitlin Clark on them. I think they got paid a flat fee by this Cases company. We're told to nominate 8 players and they chose not to nominate Caitlin Clark. I think that's the most likely thing. I think the next most likely thing is that Caitlin Clark just said no. I think both of them are almost equal in likelihood. But at the end of the day, the optics of this don't look great. The optics don't look great. And yeah, like it is what it is. And again, if the WNBPA hadn't done and said some crazy things.
This is the exact reason why this league, you cannot tell me there is not underlying jealousy and pettiness that was involved in this kind of decision.
The people in the WNBA can't see the forest from the trees. They think they're doing something here. They think they're proving a point. See, it's not just Clark. Look at all these other 8 players. You guys just make yourself seem foolish. You guys just make yourself seem silly. You seem even more sad, stubborn, incompetent, and jealous than I thought of you 24 hours ago.
The WNBA, normally the players are happy to throw Caitlin's face on something if it makes them more money.
The WNBA Players Union chooses Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark in social media post.
Caitlin Clark is the rising tide lifting the entire league, yet the very players and leaders benefiting from her success just turn their backs. Whether it's jealousy, stubbornness, or straight-up incompetence, one thing's clear. The WNBA can't afford to keep sidelining its biggest star. Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned because this story is far from over.